Visit tcgcastle.com and get 5% discount on your purchase with TCG Center 5 code. Send us your bulk in exchange for Evolution Booster Box. Visit TCG Castle or check video description to learn more. Welcome back to Pokemon TCG Center. In today's video, we'll be looking at another deck for the standard format, and this time I decided to build a Lugia Giratina-EX deck with the hammers, so it's again hammer time. So what is very important and very interesting about this build? So definitely Lugia-EX with the AOR ball, it's actually capable with a single double color's energy to strike for 40. And also it will strike for 20 more damage for each energy attached to your opponent active Pokemon. So very good. On the other side, we can go for AOR ball turn 1, let's say, if our opponent don't have energy attached to the basic Pokemon with the Fighting Fury Belt for 50. Turn 2, if we have lucky, and if we can get that Ninja Boy, we can easily Ninja Boy, for example, our Lugia-EX into Giratina-EX, and basically add double Dragon Energy, and then use Chaos Wheel for 110, which is not going to be probably enough to knock out EX, because it's 50 plus 110 is 160, but still it's a Chaos Wheel, and our opponent will not be able to play Tools, Special Energy, Stadiums, and we are going to be in a very, very good position. Plus, Giratina-EX has very strong ability, which will prevent Mega Evolutions from dealing any damage done to it. More than that, this deck actually has 6 hammers and 1 Team Flare Grunt, which means that this deck will also discard energies from your opponent Pokemons in play. So the main focus is definitely going to be to limit our opponent space, energy attachment, and basically strike with the AOR ball and the Chaos Wheel for as many damage as we can, of course. On the other side, we can also use Deep Hurricane and pretty much discard Stadium from play. In that case, Lugia will go for 150, 160 with the Fighting Fury Belt, 180 with Giovanni scheme. So we can also increase that damage for 20 more, which is very, very strong. On the other side, I only run 1 Stadium, so probably this is not going to be very often, Deep Hurricane, but when it happens, it is definitely going to be very good. So this is very, very disruptive build, as you can see right here. 6 hammers, Team Flare Grunt, Delinquent. Well, it's very disruptive. So 10 Pokemons, 42 trainer cards, and 8 energies. Of course, our main attacker is going to be Lugia-EX, the backup attacker is going to be, of course, Giratina-EX, and surprise attacker for counter those Mega Mewtwo decks is going to be Mew-EX. Actually, Baby Mew. Why Baby Mew is so good in this build? It has free retreat, with the Fighting Fury Belt and double colorless energy, it can strike for 50, and times 2 to Mega Mewtwo is going to be 100, so with double colorless energy on the Mew and Fighting Fury Belt in play, we can go for pretty much 50. With Giovanni scheme, that can be 70. So if we want to one-hit knock out our opponent Mega Mewtwo, we need just 1 double colorless energy on his Mega Mewtwo, and we can just strike for the knockout from nowhere with just a single double colorless energy. So exchange 2 price for 1 price. I'm in all night long for that, so it's a very good combo. Also 1 Hoopa-EX for the setup with those Giratinas and Lugias, and of course Shaymin-EX time to be able to draw some cards until you have 6 in your hand. From the item cards, of course, 4 Crushing Hammers, flip a coin if heads, discard 1 energy attached to your opponent Pokemon, very, very strong card, plus 2 more Enhanced Hammers. With an Enhanced Hammer, I can pretty much discard 1 special energy attached to one of my opponent Pokemons in play without flipping a coin. So very powerful card, especially in some case with the mirror matches, but also against that Friday Evil Tile, it can be very, very devastating. Also, Escape Rope ×1, it's a very good card, I really like it. From nowhere you can actually surprise your opponent. As long as we can have Float Stone or basically Mew on the bench, we can have free retreat, and with Escape Rope we can actually get very, very good, maybe even 2 prize knockouts against our opponent bench at EX, or depend what he have on the bench. 2 special charges instead of the 1, because this is a deck that actually very depend on the special energies, and it only can run special energies, so there's the reason why special charge ×2 makes a lot of sense. 4 copies of Trainers Mail, Ultra Ball, and Seeker for the best consistency we can have. Then I run 9 different supporter cards, and I think around maybe 12 or 13 in total. Will not count right now, but the first one is going to be Giovanni's scheme. So it's here to add 20 more damage. Sometimes you're going to be short for 20, so Giovanni's scheme can fix that. One copy of Hex Maniac to shut down any kind of abilities, especially against Giratina breaks. It's a very good card to have. But also turn 1, if you can set up and have Hex Maniac to shut down your opponent's chances to set up, definitely very powerful. Single Lysandre and then 3 copies of N. 3 copies of N just because I really want to have that N turn 1 or Sycamore just in case my hand is completely dead, so I have more chances to do something with 3 instead of the 2 N's. So this is probably the first time that I'm building deck with the Shaymins and Hoopas with only 3 copies of N. 1 copy of Ninja Boy, 1 Olympia. Well, this is a heavy retreat cost deck, so having Olympia makes sense, especially if we stuck with Giratina-EX in active position without 3 energies to retreat or Float Stone, so we can just play pretty much Olympia, heal 30 damage and retreat on the bench for free. Not retreat, but actually switch, so we can still retreat after that. 1 Pokemon Ranger, just because if we got struck by Chaos Wheel or Flash Ray from the Jolteon, we're not going to be able to do anything, so we really need to have that Pokemon Ranger here, no doubt about that. 4 Professor Sycamores, 1 copy of Team Grunt, so discard an energy attached to your opponent active Pokemon. I'm definitely in for that. 1 copy of Parallel City. Yeah, pretty much Parallel City is here to get rid of the Shaymins from the bench and Hoopas, maybe even to limit your opponent's space. Well, really depend. Then I'm running 3 copies of Fighting Fury Belts, 2 Float Stones, and 8 energies in total. 4 of them are going to be Double Dragon, and 4 of them are going to be Double Chorus energies. So, just to tell you a few tweaks that you can actually make by your own. If you're scared about stadiums, you can always cut 1 Float Stone and add 2nd Pearl City. You can even have 1 more bench space if you maybe decide to cut 1 Special Charge in order to add any other card. It can be, for example, another stadium card like maybe Silent Lab. It can be any other stadium, maybe, for example, that stadium that actually deal 20 damage to the Megas. It can also make a lot of sense, but it can also be 4th N or pretty much whatever you need or whatever you would like to put. So a lot of different options, a lot of different possibilities with this build. So if you're looking for any of these cards as usual, you can find them on ccgcastle.com. You can find the link in my video description. And also with TCG Center 5 code, if you type it, you can get 5% discount on your purchase only for the new customers to the store. So make sure you already didn't use that code because it will not work. So let's do some game tests so you can actually see this deck in the action. So see you in the game. Alright guys, let's do this. Would you like to go first? Why not? Let's go first. Let's do this. So there is one Mew and Lugia-EX in my hand. 2 Enhanced Hammers, 1 Fighting Fury Belt, Pokemon Ranger, and the VS Seeker. How so sad. If I play against Special Energy deck, I'm gonna be happy, but I can only say that I really miss my energy attachment turn 1 or any kind of Ultra Ball or even N, because anything else in my hand is just totally devastating. I hope it's gonna be okay. I really hope it's gonna be. Oh, okay. Just another Crushing Hammer for the top deck. I mean, I will sit and wait to see Double Dragon Energy, regular Darkness Energy, so I can Crushing Hammer, Enhanced Hammer, and probably repeat that turn after this. We'll see. Oh, there's a Friday Night Yveltal, so probably I'm gonna see some Double Chorus Energies. There is first Max Elixir for my opponent. And let's see if I can... okay, 1 Darkness Energy. And Sycamore for 7. Oh, 2 V-Seekers and Giovanni's scheme discarded. Okay, this hurts a little bit. It always hurts to see that your opponent forced to discard 2 V-Seekers without playing them. I'm fine with that, because in a late game, I will have a little advantage, I guess. So, Fighting Fury Belt attached on Yveltal instead of the Darkrai? Well, he's probably out of the mine. Why would you do that? Very interesting. So far, zero double chorus energies or special energies. Hopefully he will attach one to his Evoltal so I can just scrap it with my Enhanced Hammer. But if that's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Dark Pulse for the knockout. And I only have my Lugia here. Well, very nice top deck. Team Flare Grunt. There we go. There's a heads on the coin flip. And a Team Flare Grunt, which will give me at least some change in the game, some hope maybe to win this match. I already managed to discard 2 energies. So he take 1 prize advantage. Okay, I can live with that. I have the Seeker and 2 Enhanced Hammers in my hands, so I'm ready for rock and roll next turn, definitely. If I see 2 more energies attached. Unfortunately, Team Flare Grunt can only scrap energy from your opponent active Pokemon, but still, it's a very powerful card. Okay, there we go, 1 Darkness energy, manually attached from the hand. Which means that I will probably just stick with my VS Seeker for that Team Flare Grunt again. I would like to see maybe Ultra Ball as a top deck. Oh, there we go. He just ended me. Thanks, friend. Thanks for that. Ultra Ball, Crushing Hammer, Escape Rope, 2 VS Seekers, Professor Sycamore. There is one more Yveltal-EX and the Max Elixir. Let's see. Next turn I can discard in theory 2 energies without any problem. I have Crushing Hammer, I have Team Flare Grunt, so there's another Shaymin-EX. Patient is everything. You just need to be patient, as usual, when you play any kind of trading card game. Just don't give up. That's all I can tell. Just don't give up. There is always a way to win. So, 1 Crushing Hammer, I'm searching for that heads on the coin flip, and I managed to get 1. So, more than that, 1 VS Seeker for that Team Flare Grunt will do the good job here. I can just scrap that Darkness energy. So far, 4 energy discarded, and right now it's a time for, let's see, Professor Sycamore. Actually for the Ultra Ball, so I can pick myself Hoopa-EX and 1 Giratina, 1 more Lugia, and 1 Shaymin-EX. There we go, I can even have set up a few. I just need double colors energy, that's pretty much all that I need. 1 double colors energy, I'm gonna be happy with that. So I can deal some damage to his Darkrai. 50, 50, 50 is enough. Not gonna happen. Okay, there is just the Trainers Mail. Thinking about taking that Sycamore, just because probably I will again use my VS Seeker for Team Flare Grunt. I mean, I still have that Enhanced Hammer in my hand, just in case, you know, if he attaches a double course energy, sooner or later my opponent will attach the double course energy. He needs to do that. So I don't need to worry too much. Why did I put my Mew on the bench? Because of the free treat. That's pretty much it. Since I didn't have second Shaymin-EX. This looks like to me like a 1 Ultra Ball. Probably I will just discard Lugia. Okay, so I have enough resources left. Somehow I just feel bad discarding, you know, Enhanced Hammer and the VS Seeker. Maybe I should wait for like a turn. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wait for 1 more turn. 1 more turn that I'm going to play in Sycamore for 7. I just want to see... Okay, there's a Float Stone. There's a Float Stone, so he can just retreat on the Yveltal-EX. I would love to see double course energy attached right now. There's a Lysandre down to my Mew, so he just want to go for a knockout. Guess I'm happy with that. Definitely. He can go for 60. Oh yeah, even more. There's one more energy attached. Evil Ball for 80, which actually leaves me more space here with my Lugia. So one double course energy is gonna be for 110. Oh boy, I really like that. Come on, give me the top deck N. I would love to see top deck N, to be honest. Let's see, the top deck is gonna be, haha, you gotta be kidding me, it is N. Okay. So just the double course energy. Ah, not the double dragon energy, but the double colorless energy. Okay. It is how it is. I'm done. I can pass my turn. That's pretty much it. For next turn, I do have Lysandre in my hand, which means that I can Lysandre his Friday Night Yveltal and wait for a couple turns. Or I can just simply go with my MV Seeker for another N and hope to find that double course energy. Oh, there's a dangerous energy. So Evil Ball for 110. Another V-Seeker. I do have Delinquent in my hand, so I can even Delinquent my opponent. I'm thinking about Sycamore for 7, you know. Sycamore for 7 and finding that double course energy is gonna be a treasure. So, let's see. I can get rid of a couple energies here. First, I'm going to try my Crushing Hammer. It's gonna be heads. Enhanced Hammer, let me count something. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. It's gonna be enough for the knockout either way. So do I want to play my Enhanced Hammer this turn? Probably not. Probably not. I'm going to use just my Ultra Ball, but before I do that, one Ultra Ball for Hex Maniac and Pokemon Ranger, just to prepare myself for the next turn. Let's just go with the Ultra Ball. It's gonna be 110. And I took 20 damage back. It doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna be knocked out anyway, so I just want to keep that Enhanced Hammer in case he's just attached from nowhere, that double course energy. I know that he had plenty of double course energies, but I'm fine because for the next turn I do have Giratina for the Chaos Wheel, which might be a GG here. So, as I mentioned, just be patient, play smart, don't rush anywhere, and you can win the game pretty much easily with this build. Okay, there is one basic energy, so it's not special energy. That means that I'm probably not going to play my Enhanced Hammer. Oh, Lysandre, probably on the Giratina-EX, maybe even on the Shaymin. Interesting thought. He just decided to Lysandre my Shaymin-EX there and go with the Evil Ball for 90. That was a pretty much stupid decision in my eyes, but I can't complain against that. To play or not to play Enhanced Hammer, somehow I feel I will do that just because I don't want to take any damage counters back. So I need Float Stone and double course energy. Well, no Float Stone, but there's a double dragon, a double course energy for the Sky Return. So I'm going to Sky Return my Shaymin back into my hand and promote Lugia without damage counters in front. So right now I managed to remove my Shaymin and Danger with 2 prize cards. He played 2 Lysandres, no, only 1. Okay, so and 3 V-Seekers. I'm still pretty good, in pretty great shape. So I have Giovanni's scheme to add more damage counters. I have Lugia in the active position. There is another N. Okay, so I would love to see Float Stone right now, so I can retreat my Lugia on the bench and maybe Chaos Wheel my opponent. Alright. Kinda like that. There is Crushing Hammer for the bench and Darkrai, a Float Stone and 2 Trainers Mails. I think this is gonna be it. Well, he can just use Evil Ball, I guess, and then I can try to get heads. If I get heads with the Crushing Hammer next turn, this is it. The game is over for my opponent, because I can knock out his Yveltal, There's one dangerous energy on his Evil Fry Knight. There's an Evil Ball for only 70. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play my Crushing Hammer. Unfortunately, it's a Tails. So the second thing, I'm going to play one Trainer's Mail. There is a Fighting Fury Belt. Of course, I should take that. More than that, one Ultra Ball can give me Shaymin-EX. And I'm also looking for the V-Seeker here so I can play Delinquent. But I'm also searching for a couple more, maybe hammers, you know, disruptive cards that can help me. Okay, so I do have V-Seeker here. But this is gonna be my last V-Seeker before I probably deck out. Somehow I think maybe getting the Lysandre, it's gonna be much better to knock out that Shaymin on the bench. I mean, I have 3 Lugias in play, you know, it's risky. Let's just go with the Chaos Wheel. He can't attach special energy from his hand, so, you know, I'm gonna be fine for a couple more turns. There's a Parallel City and a Trainer's Mail, so with Parallel City I'm gonna be able to remove Lugia with 70 damage and 1 Shaymin, but probably I will just remove Hoopa and Shaymin-EX. Because I probably want to use my Deep Hurricane for one-hit knockout against his Darkrai next turn, which I will probably do. So, oh no, there's another N. Come on. He's just killing me with those Ns, but he actually helped me a little bit here with it. Oh, Enhanced Hammer and Double Course Energy. Kinda like that. Where's my Olympia? I would love to see Olympia right now, to be honest. Because then I could just go with my Deep Hurricane for like 160 and maybe find Giovanni's Scheme for 20 more. At least he can't play Special Energy this turn, so this might help me a little bit. I see 7 basic energies in his discard pile and 1 dangerous energy, so 8 in total. There's 1 from hand, so this is going to be 60, 80. Okay, Dark Pulse for 80. Actually 90, so 1 more energy next turn and I'm knocked out. Just like that, top deck Giovanni Scheme. So if I retreat, I could knock out his Darkrai EX, but then he can just knock out my Lugia back. Whew, and I'm not even sure how smart that would be. 160, 180. Yeah, who cares? Let's just do that. We can do that, why not? Giovanni Scheme. Okay. 1 special charge to bring me back those double dragon energies. And I can even play my Enhanced Hammer just like a boss. Well, it's time for what? It's time for the Deep Hurricane and for the one-hit knockout against his Darkrai EX from the nowhere. From the nowhere, he's just knocked out and I can pull 2 prize cards, which is going to be Float Stone and another double Colress energy. So his Darkrai is knocked out, his last energy from the Evoltal was just knocked out and he just decides to quit. So as you can see, guys, very controlled game with those hammers. I played actually very cautious from the beginning of the game. I didn't rush anywhere, so I just took advantage against my opponent being smart and just controlling the entire board that he actually had. Right here you actually see a full mess because I'm playing actually on my second account, not on my demo account. So yeah, this is pretty much the deck list, but I will fix that in a second, so stay tuned for that. Speaking about fixing that mess in a second, there we go. I'm right now on my demo account. So as you can see right here, this is the full deck list that I actually used to play in this video. So yeah, pretty much the beginning was not the best, but Crushing Hammers, Enhanced Hammers, Team Flare Grants, Later, Retreat on the Lugia, Deep Hurricane, and Giovanni Scheme for 180 just surprised my opponent from nowhere. So the Deep Hurricane, 80 plus 70, 150 if there's a stadium in play for 2 double cores energies, Fighting Fury Belt, 160, Giovanni Scheme, 180, like a boss. You just strike from nowhere. So Deep Hurricane from the Heavens, I guess, for the 180. That was just a gorgeous move. So yeah, pretty much this is the deck list, guys. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to use this deck list. You can just import it. You're going to be able to find it in my video description. And you can do a few tests by yourself and see how good and how actually capable this deck is to actually beat every deck in the current format. In my opinion, this is definitely something like a Tar 1 deck. It can have pretty good matchup against everything, even against those annoying Mega Caesars, because, well, all you have to do is just Lysandre your opponent Garbodor, knock it out with your Giratina-EX, and then he can't play tools. He just need to have Hex Maniac, but probably they will not have Hex Maniac, so they're not going to be capable to do any damage to your Giratina, not going to be even able to discard energy from it. So you can just go with the Chaos Wheel for 110. 2 times 110 is going to be 220 for the knockout. So yeah, I think this is a very, very good build. It might be changed for maybe 1 or 2 cards, maybe for just a second Parallel City, but everything else is just perfect in my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoy watching it. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to help me out. It really means to me. It will help me a lot. And yeah, don't forget to share this video if you enjoy watching it. So till the next time, as usual, have a nice day wherever you are. Till the next time, see you in another video. Goodbye.